Okay,
then
everyone, we are going to have a little bit of
mute
a
your audio. Mute your audio.
mute my fucking audio.
Yeah, try that to fix the noise and gravel.
We're just gonna have to deal with it for now.
All right. Oh well. So
We're just gonna have a little bit of
you might want to
a
let.
talk. So why
Yeah,
not?
it's gonna be a heart-wrenching one. So prepare to cry.
And what is the conversation we're supposed to be having today?
How the original Call of Duties and the older games like meant something when a character died.
Oh yeah, that old chestnut.
Because yeah, we touched base on the topic earlier a little bit in pre-discussions. So basically, I'm gonna say it. It's not a normal feeling to have when you are for like playing Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. So we have the version. We're talking about the 2003 release. I'm talking about like old shit graphics you'll find on a PS3. By the way, the graphics aren't shit, you just don't know how to program them. But point still stands. The pain, the suffering that got into every single game is enough to push one person to crying. Like, I don't know if very many people remember the original Gaz. And I'm gonna say it. The original is white. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But when he died, it was heart-wrenching. Like, it tugged at your strings, building up for the next two teammates that died in the next game. Well, you were chasing Rojas, Ghost, and Roach. You're probably asking yourself, who's Roach? Roach is the guy on the original cover of Modern Warfare 2, the 2009, I believe. So, like, the old release. But when those two died, you felt a soul-crushing regret. Like, you didn't know that Shepard was going to turn. You didn't know that Price and Soap and Nikolai were going to get themselves disemboweled.
So basically, what we're talking about here is more the fact that like the newer games can't catch the candle of the whole character dying thing, and it being an important moment in the series. Because no matter what, a character dying in a series is kind of like it's
crying.
not. It can cause a lot of sad moments, for sure.
Oh.
But
Okay.
people don't take it. But I think nowadays people don't take it seriously. So.
But, like, the heart-wrenching realization when you played as Soap in the... Literally, when you play as Soap in Modern Warfare 2, you're really thinking, oh my god, did this dude just literally pull a knife out of his chest just to throw it back at Shepard just to save Price? And then when Game 3 rolls around, Soap used his last words to legit tell Price. And this is the part that actually made me cry. That Makarov knew Yuri. This is like the twist of all games right there. The person who hates a man more than anything, they know each other. And instead of like one member giving in a clue to it, it's all about the pain that the character's been through. Like, if you were slowly paying attention to the beginnings of Modern Warfare 3, the original make, you would realize that Soap was having flashes of his past to Game 1 and parts of Game 2, some of which were his childhood, early teenager years. But the thing with Soap that would legit bring me to actual tears was not like a normal type thing. No one would normally cry over a video game character unless they died a tragic way.
True.
And Soap literally died tragically. I'm not sure how many people remember how much Soap got the crowd's attention when he died. But as a veteran player, I could say I was in tears. The main character you've played as since the first game, in between, only to just like play as Yuri, who has connections to Makarov. But with those connections, Yuri tried to do everything he could not to take Soap's place, but to honor Soap. But the only one thing Price didn't want to see was the fact that the whole time Price was arguing with Yuri, Soap knew that Makarov was going to try something like that. There was clear indicators Soap knew that there was something off about the whole mission that Yuri, Price, and everyone been on. It all made sense. But the only reason why Soap knew the information he did to tell Price was because Soap is that trusted man. So, with the pain of everything, so with the pain of like watching the originals, seeing the originals, I heard you. Pause stream.
I can't pause it. I can pause the recording though. Okay, continue.
Honestly, like, I don't understand how hard was it for the game, which was recreated. Like, I understand that it may be trying to downplay the horrors of the originals, but like with the mission No Russian, the original one, it was like, oh my god, I did not just do that. Soul crushing regret at its finest. Like, that mission alone just shows you the inside of the mind of a terrorist right there. Downright no holdbacks. It shows you. how terrifying it actually is. There would be Call of Duty would not be the same without Modern Warfare. I will say that now. Call of Duty Black Ops, although controversial, it's very much like came after Modern Warfare. Because if you were to look at the years the games were created, it will show you the lineup. What games were in between each mission. Like, each game has its direct orders supposed to be played in. Like Modern Warfare, the original set, you were supposed to start off with Modern Warfare 2. Then go to Modern Warfare after you play Ghost. And then hop to Modern Warfare 3. That series alone was confusing for my first playthrough, but then you learn to get attached to the characters. Like, I'm sorry, but all you haters for Call of Duty really don't know anything about the originals. You guys may say, oh, the originals suck, the graphics suck. You wanna know what sucks about the newer one? The story. It did not capture the aspect of Makarov very well. It toned him down. It, like, bleaked his character to a point where you're standing there thinking, what the f*** I just played. I don't understand how many people will look at a game and be like, what the fuck is this? Because, like, when I played the remastered of 3, I was like, this is like the remake of 3. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this pussy shit? The dude would have been out like in the second game, the second he was put in there. Would be the original Makarov. But I'm looking at this like new game version, and I'm over here thinking, what the fuck was this pussy shit? Because like, I hate to be the one to brutally break people here. The original games were heart-wrenching. They tug at strings. Like, you don't realize how attached to Soap you get until, like, he dies closer to the end of 3. And many people look at Soap as just a character. But to many of us old players, we stand there watching you guys completely not understand, for the newer generation not to understand the original of the character, the story of the character. All of the newer players don't see what Soap is or who he was. Soap was not a person to be messed around with. It was clearly stated in the original time and time again. But now, like, you think of Soap, you think of a lovable goofball, but in reality, in the original games, it was Ghost who was the lovable goofball. But then you take the newer games to a whole new level. Like, you don't understand the newer games until you play the older one. All of us veteran players of Call of Duty who's been playing since the era of the first game, it's literally like a pain. Hello, Hesh.
Hello, I'm back, people.
The game is so heart-wrenching. It pulls on your strings. It makes you cry. And honestly, just looking at this newer stuff, you're like, where did the heart-wrenching, string-pulling regret go? Like, where was the controversial mission of no Russian? Where was the Makarov? that was the one who was willing to go into an airport, making sure there was no kids first through cameras, and then going to shoot it up. Where was that type of character for the remake? For the remakes, that character wasn't there. It makes you realize that you may be able to stand up and play through everything, but now with the newer games, but in the original, I hate it when people diss on the original, saying, oh, it has shit story. No, it's the other way around. If people would actually just give the original makes the shot it needs, there would be a lot less confusion on Makarov. You learned that Yuri and Makarov had a pact. You learned that Yuri was the one who backstabbed Makarov because he felt it was wrong. He didn't know what happened to his best friend or the person Makarov used to be. The person Makarov used to be was someone who legitimately cared for Russia. And then he turns around, Makarov, second game, turns around and shoots, literally goes through with the plans of, don't remember the name he named them, but the plans, no Russian. Obviously, it was called something else different while he was explaining it to Yuri. But Yuri never agreed with the plan. Matter of fact, Yuri turned Makarov in. And with the fact of them posing as Americans with American weapons, the dealer being Alejandro Rojas, yeah, you heard that correct. Alejandro Vargas is actually known as Alejandro Rojas in the original. The original showed you that Alejandro in the original was a cartel leader, not this female. This female character that took over that spot is nothing compared to the original Alejandro. The original Alejandro gave Soap a pain in the ass. Like, I miss the era of video games that could say, hey, this dude became captain because this character, Captain Price, was put in the gulag for like the majority of game 2. And you had to get him back.
Crazy.
And you're playing as Roach. Price mistook Roach as an enemy and punched him and was about ready to kill him the second he heard Soap. So, being the wise ass he is, literally handed the pistol. Like, there is no words to describe the M4. The M4, that pistol alone throughout the whole game was a key component to Price helping Soap from game 1 when Gaz died. It was overly emotional. Price, a man of his words, trusted a recruit at the time. Only just a sergeant. Soap was like fresh out of 22nd Regiment. To 141. So when
Lizzie, did you see the video?
We're in the middle of a recording.
We kind of are, yeah. Also, no, I didn't get to see it. What was it? What was happening in it?
Lots of crazy stuff.
What's
Apparently
new?
someone being horny.
Yawn. What else is new? No.
No,
Yes,
literally Art the Clown trying to cut someone up who's giving birth.
Oh. Someone's probably gonna jack off to it.
What the fuck?
No, I know the internet. The internet will be like, yeah. Someone's gonna look at it and they're gonna be like, I'm gonna beat my fucking schmeat to it.
Yeah, and those people are gross.
Yeah, they're gross, but it's true. Like, it, it's sad.
Jesus Christ, please don't die
It's sadly
at
true
that
because
point.
that's what.
At that point, they just need to go burn.
Like, wow.
With the good old no Russian.
Wow.
Just make them be the NPCs that are poorly sent to their demise. That was mean. I'm gonna shut up now. Hello?
No.
Did you guys die?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm trying not to, but like,
I'm gonna be quite frank with the internet here. The older games,
Ah!
the newer Call of Duty games had nothing on the old shit. The old shit was amazing, great, and if anyone, and I will leave that as an argument. Anyone who can argue with me can. I don't give a fuck because my opinion is my opinion, and everyone can be a sore ass pussy ass losers. Because my opinion is my opinion.
wow. Art the Clown game. Someone.
Damn, I think I went a little too harsh there, buddy.
No, there's no such thing as too harsh. It's the internet. I can handle it.
So, the internet needs to hear this shit. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about all these new players trying to say, oh
Like,
my
that
God.
is next level craziness.
Like, I'm sick and tired of all these new players thinking they're the shit. But when they get their ass kicked by a veteran player, they freak the fuck out on the veteran player. Claiming they're hacking, they're cheating. No, we just happen to have more skill because we knew how hard the original veteran mode was. Now, I am a glutton for punishment and I have broken a controller blade. Literally.
I hoard myself out for a controller.
Yeah, I think you heard me yell son of a bitch when my controller broke. I think I cursed about my controller breaking. But, like, I don't understand how the newer generation could be like, yo, the old games are when they never really played the older shit. All they played was the newer.
Yeah, let's be honest. The new generation is a little spoiled.
The new generation is fucked for in the future.
By the way, the steak was really good that I had.
Oh my god, that came out of nowhere. We're in the middle of a serious conversation.
Sorry.
Us in the middle of a serious conversation, Hesh. That steak I had was pretty fucking delicious.
Me in the background.
You in the background.
That was a serious conversation.
Serious moment.
Everybody ready?
Silence, child.
Silence, wench.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Who is not ready?
But
Continue the serious conversation then, I guess.
because, like, I'm looking at the newer generation, like, they're complete idiots. Like, the newer generation may have all these newer microtransactions and all that. But what did the older generation have?
Yeah, a little bit.
What did we have? We had hackers. We had all these people who loved the game to death. Without us older players, there will be nothing short of this. Like, this is for you all new players who don't understand. Or all you sensitive ones.
I don't think
But here, let me tell you something. If you play Call of Duty and you can't handle weapons, then why play it? Why bother playing it? Like, you say, oh, I can't handle actual weapons. okay, why the fuck play Call of Duty? Because all the weapons, minus a couple, are in real life. And I say minus a couple because, like, Infinite Warfare. I am gonna be an ass on this one. It has a fantasy aspect. But if you were to look at every individual gun without shaders, they're real guns up to a certain point. Up to a certain point, they're a real gun. Why do you think that you tell an older player they're hacking, we look at you like you're stupid and just say whatever, and if we do get reported for hacking, we always have a second recording going, just so we can send it in and prove we weren't hacking. But, honestly, the world does not revolve around the newer games. This whole thing got started at one point, which was the older game. There is nothing more you can say to change my mind about how the newer games are awesome. I'm looking at the newer games now and thinking, what the fuck? Like, where was the original essence of the original CODs? Let's jump to Call of Duty Ghosts. All of you guys were like, not sure if you guys are aware of this, but in the original Call of Duty Ghosts, which we're probably just gonna get a remake with more content, but there was a character who I relate to the most. His name was Logan Walker. The way Logan was written. What?
I thought you were about to say Logan Paul. I was about to say, you motherfucker, don't you dare say anything.
No, it said Logan Walker. Many of us OG fans will know that name and know for a fact that Logan values his brother more than anything. So Logan would rather have it be him taken by Rourke, who was the enemy of Call of Duty Ghosts the whole time, and have it said, I don't give a flying fuck what the enemy does, as long as my brother is still safe. That was the type of person Logan was. And I don't know how many of you could feel that. But if my siblings were to get hurt, hell, I would make sure someone was dead. Not sugarcoating. Like, if any of my siblings were to go missing or whatnot. That was the type of cliffhanger we were left off with. We didn't know what Hesh was planning to do to get Logan back. The air of mystery, the ultimate cliffhanger of any Call of Duty game was right there. Those are the missions we miss. The same with Alex Mason. We knew what happened to him. We know he has a son named David Mason. But what do we not know about Alex for the newer generation? What you don't know is Alex Mason is just that badass. It's hard to explain Alex without spoiling the whole game. He is just like the badass of Call of Duty. If you played the original Black Ops, and I'm gonna clarify this now. The first one's Black Ops, the second one is Black Ops 2, and then so on and so on with the numbers. The whole series is called Black Ops. So, all the people who say, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, technically, you're wrong for saying it that way. You all can go suck my little wiener if you want to argue with me on it. I said I wasn't sugarcoating anything.
I
the real world. Welcome to it.
Technically, you can play Black Ops 1, play a little bit of Black Ops 2 with the whole Mason going back in time thing, you know, the whole let me remember this. And then you can go play Black Ops 2 originally.
There is no, you're not getting what I'm saying. You don't know Alex Mason until you play Black Ops 1 all the way through.
I know, I've done it. Front to back.
Yeah, whatever. I've played a good majority of the start of each series, like the first 3. But with Call of Duty Ghost, we never got a completion. We never got a second or third game. Activision, if you're hearing this, fucking make it happen. By any means. Because half of us fans still want to know what happened to Logan. Like, what actually happened at the end for Logan? What happened to Logan? These are questions that run through each old player's head. As we're sitting here looking at the newer generation like they're stupid. It's because we don't understand. We don't understand how you guys can enjoy a remake of a game that you guys never really played. We've been through more pain as a Call of Duty community for the originals than the original Call of Duty players. Like, I'm telling you, as a hardcore player of COD, I have a right to say I'm a veteran. I've played Modern Warfare, and I got my hands on the first 3 Call of Duties, which was called Call of Duty. Call of Duty 1. No, wait, hold up, back up. Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, and then Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which is the start of the series of Modern Warfare. Then it goes Modern Warfare, well, in gameplay order is Modern Warfare, Ghost, Modern Warfare 2. But if you do year reductions into the factor, Call of Duty Ghost takes place
Say what?
as Modern Warfare 2 is going on.
Alright.
It's the US side of it.
Like, okay, it seems like we're gonna have to wrap things up here.
I could go on forever and explain how the newer ones don't hold the original essence of the characters anyways.
Yeah, but
let's just wrap this video up.
Yeah, because you've been rambling for damn near 30 minutes! No, actually you've been rambling over 30 minutes.
Anyways, fucker here.
Yeah, what if I want to ramble about something?
No, we've already done a rambling about how Call of Duty character deaths don't feel like how they're supposed to. We're not gonna ramble about something else.
No, they really don't feel like the original CODs anymore. It fucking pisses me off.
It's whatever. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, everyone. And remember, no rushing.
No rushing.